Hello everyone, welcome to City Skylines, Green Cities. Today we're going to look at the new DLC. Let's see if we can find it here. Going in the wrong order, aren't we? There we go. Green Cities DLC. So with this DLC, it came with 3 new scenarios. And it came with 3 new maps. So I think today we'll take a look at Eden Valley will be the name of our new city. YouTube Greenton, that'll be the name of our town here. Since we're gonna be a green city today, because that's what this DLC is all about. So this will be a fresh, brand new city. Let's go ahead and dive right in. It'll take a minute for it to load, but there's new buildings, there's new services, there's new, I'm trying to think what else is new. New districts, new specializations that we're going to work on today. And with this new series, so I want to hang on tight. So, hello. Here we go. So, of course we start out like we normally do. Just go ahead and start doing that. I think I'm going to, I was doing this, I've been streaming this a little bit too lately since it came out. I'm trying to avoid doing straight lines, grid, stuff like that. So we're gonna try to have some fun roads today. That's gonna be for this city. That's gonna be our main goal here. Excuse me. So that'll be for residential. Industry will be over here. That might be far enough for that, so yeah, we're gonna attempt to have more, and they will connect. They'll have to for like city services and stuff. Otherwise, it's just a lot tougher to do. We're gonna have some fun with this. That'll be, maybe do one more. That'll be for industry. Industry's all set. This will be for commercial and residential. And we're gonna avoid putting stuff down on the main roads there. We want to keep those free of any, like we'll have that connect, that arch. Maybe we'll have something like that. Something like that. Maybe those, we'll connect it like that, so it's still kind of connected. This would be, you're going to have one more. Oops. Oh, I don't want to do this. Something like that maybe, so. There we go. So now, ooh, good, this would be perfect. So we have nice clean fresh water here. And we won't go far. We'll dump the waste here, so that way we'll just save money on piping, right away. So we'll go ahead and pipe all of this up. Power will be a little bit different than what we normally do. Or sorry, power will. I think I said piping, didn't I? Power will be a little bit different than what we normally do. We're going to try to go, because this city's all about going green, we're going to try to go green with our city today. So instead we're going to have, oh perfect. We can do 2 of those. That should connect that, and then we'll go right up here. And then we can have our first bit of housing set up. We'll make all this housing. Yeah, we're going to try to avoid, it'll be easier once we get more money, we can upgrade to actual roads. A little bit better roads. So in the start it'll be a little confusing. So hopefully it actually connects where it's supposed to. That's an issue we have sometimes. What kind of plan ahead for some commercial. Like that. And then industry can start right over here. So then all we got to do is connect our utilities. Maybe just a little. Maybe if we shut this off. There we go. Now we can kind of more. So I really, we're gonna have to sacrifice some of that, unfortunately. Trying to keep as much of the squares for building as I can. So last thing we do now, since we don't have that much power, I'm not gonna lower the power for the budget, but I am gonna lower it for water. Or you know what? Yeah, we could do for power too. We're gonna have to raise it right away though, because we're not, and it's not as consistent as say a coal power plant. So something to keep in mind when we're doing this here. Juiced up is our hashtag for that. Also, there's new chirper icons you can pick if you want. I like the high-tech one, because that will be one of the new specializations we'll look at in a little bit here. Probably won't be this episode, but sometime down the road we'll take a look at it. So as you can see, we're getting some demand for industry. The nice thing about wind is you don't have to worry about getting coal and having to buy coal to get coal into the city. I think they're also cheaper to maintain, just, you know, the general upkeep of them. It's like 40 bucks per. Well, I guess we lowered our budget, didn't we? So it's actually not quite that low, which we do have to raise it again. We're already getting kind of low. There we go. You see now, so it's like 80, I think, a week normally. We should have enough industry. Should help us out there. Maybe we'll do a little bit more. And then we should have housing start to come in. As you can see, we got a little bit more housing demand. So this would be a nice big spot we can cover. We'll go ahead and do that. Oops, that's the main road, isn't it? We don't want to do that. Again, once we upgrade the roads, maybe we should. On second thought, we don't have a lot of cash. It's tempting, isn't it? He's on the wrong side, isn't he? I bet. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't want him there. We want the main road nice and clear. Here we go. This should be a nice big spot to fill in as well. See, that's the downside to having the wind power, is you gotta... We're back up to 100%, so we're probably gonna have to build turbines, you know, in the near future here. What do we got? 13, and it varies too. It's not really consistent. Like, it's supposed to be up to 16, you know, 8 megawatts per. But when you get that wind change or whatever, it can change. But we are doing, and there we go. There's our first milestone hit. So we'll go ahead, put another one of them down. We're gonna go with recycling centers instead of garbage dumps, instead of landfills. And then we're gonna also, excuse me, put down... This is one of the new buildings, a community school. It's just an alternative to elementary. They are a bit more expensive. See, it's 10,000, 160 a week. 12,000, 240 a week. So, and it's 250 students versus 300. So, I don't think there's any real difference other than it's just a fancier version. Like, you're not gonna miss out if you don't want to build one, because like I said, they are kind of pricey. They do cost more. So I think it's more of just a cosmetic thing. We'll build some eventually once we kind of get more cash here. But to start, I think we'll just keep with the basics. We'll try, and there's new ones for high school, as well as the university. So there are new options for that. And the good news is we're still in the green. That's very good to see. We're not in deep debt. Let's go ahead and raise this. Keep ahead of the curve. So we're keeping a positive budget, which is really important early on. You know, we could even start maybe adding some more things here. Just doing some wacky fun roads. We do want to be careful when it comes over to the industry. We want to make sure we don't get the residential too close to that. There we go, some interesting. This is the main road, of course. I remember that. So we're doing pretty good. We got that gobbled up most of our cash, but that's okay. We are doing all right. Except for power. Of course, we have no money now for power. So we'll just have to kind of hope here that we don't go too low. See, that's what sucks, is when that goes out. One option, we could raise the budget for power. Or we can get a milestone too, that works. That's one of the new specialization for districts is, what's it called? Organic and local produce. So, produces 50% of sold goods locally, truck traffic in the area is reduced by 50%, increases power consumption by 20%, and it reduces garbage production by 20%. So, some pros and cons there for that. So we'll probably get into that another time. Let's pause it for a quick moment. We'll lower this back down to where it's supposed to be. And there's a bunch of new power plants as well. Unfortunately, they're a little ways away from getting unlocked. So we'll have to spend all of our money on that, unfortunately. But and there goes all of our money for the new stuff that we got, which is a bummer, but we'll get money back, don't worry. Oh, of course. Always, always, always. 11%, from what I've experienced, is the highest it can go before they start complaining. So I always make sure to raise my taxes up to 11%. And it usually works out pretty well. I may have to mess with power over there, because I don't know if it's going to quite reach. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. And then we can zone this large area. And we're all set. So now we're getting some money again. We're going to need a fire department, of course, right away. Because this city likes to burn. And then we'll build a fire station shortly after that. Usually it's the industry that starts on fire, so that's what we're going to have to kind of plan towards. They like to have their industrial accidents, you know. We'll have to build more industry, probably some point here, sooner or later, but that'll keep them happy for a while. Water's still good, power's alright. for now. That'll work. Let's go ahead and build a fire station. There are 12. Yeah, I can't quite build a police station yet. They will start complaining about crime pretty soon, so we do want to get that built. Probably the next thing here. We got some good roads laid out for future demand needs that have to be met. So we don't got to worry about... Well, actually, we are kind of low on those too, aren't we? We got a lot of space, though. So we're in pretty good shape. So $2,000. We're making a lot of money now, as you can see. 3,000 per... I think it's weekly is what that equals. Oh, or we could hit another milestone. Perfect. What do we got? High schools? Yep, see, and that's the high school one. Again, it's just a more expensive version of the high school, so... Nothing too crazy. So see, they're complaining about crime now. So it's a good thing we got that done. We can't afford that quite yet. What else did we get? Was that it? I think it was just a high school that we got unlocked. Couple policies, some parks. Yeah, it's like just the high school is the big one, which we can now place. So I think we'll do that maybe right there, kind of cover most of the people. We'll need a new elementary school, but I think we'll save that for the next episode. I think we'll call it a day for this one. So as always, everybody, thank you all for watching. I do hope that you all enjoyed, and I do hope I get to see you all next time.